everybody, welcome to your 2015 September stars. This year has gone really fast. It's going really fast. I don't know where half the months have gone. September is going to be an awful lot of changes for us again, a lot of things happening, a lot of profound changes going on around us. I thought this month, because it's quite a big month, I would use my old tarot deck. I don't know if I've got the book for it. My Ciro Margetti, Gateway to the Divine Tarot. So that is the one that I'm using this month, and usually when I use that deck, it's a little bit more focused, it's a little bit more in depth, a lot more thought-provoking than the usual readings that I do, where this will happen in work, this will happen in relationships. It's more focused in. So do remember to look out for your moon sign and your rising sign as well, to give you some extra clarity if it doesn't resonate with you, because they are more focused in. They're not quite as scattered as my other readings, which I'll stick to doing them like that during the week this month. I just thought, with it being September and with it being we've got 2 eclipses this month, so I just thought I'd do a little bit of a deeper reading for you this month. So to have a look at what is going on this month, I'm not going to go into the full astrology because I'm not very good at astrology. I go more off the energies of the full moons, and the new moons, so that's what I sort of go through when I go through things. So September the 6th, we have got Venus is finally going direct. This is going to be felt up until October the 8th. Thank goodness, that's really good that it's going forward. But the first 10 days of September are a really important turning point for a lot of us, that reveals the new order or the new way of how we're going to do things. Any changes of heart that came around during the Venus retrograde and have sort of stuck with you, and you've made your decision on those, and any new priorities that you've planned or you thought of, those can now be implemented and put solidly into place. Any bad relationships are now going to be left behind, and we can start to do repair work on that begins on relationships and the projects that have passed the test of the retrograde. On September the 13th 2015, we've got a solar eclipse. It's a new moon in Virgo, and it's really important really important with the new moon in Virgo, and with it being a partial solar eclipse. Remember that eclipses are all about creating changes in your life that you want to last. So focus on issues, focus on wishes that are going to stand the test of time when this solar eclipse comes round. Make your wishes, make your questions, and ask your guides and angels, and ask your higher consciousness, and ask things like, if you're looking for a relationship, what do I need to do to be in order? What do I need to do in order to be in a relationship that serves me and respects me and makes me feel part of a team, that makes me feel good? And when you create wishes and questions like that are designed for the big picture, not temporary, the universe is going to respond to that. And the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo is all about eclipsing the bad out of your life and creating the good that you want to last, that has that lasting duration to stay around as well. Some of the changes that come your way will be fated and destined, and you won't have a chance to not let them happen. There isn't a thing you can do about it for those that are fated. What you can do between now and then is prepare yourself to be okay with any surprises and any changes that come about that you haven't got control about. during the solar eclipse. When the new moon is in Virgo for this eclipse, organisation, responsibility and attention to detail is going to be really important themes of where this is. This is where you're going to see the changes in both your love and your work life. And once you have asked for your wishes, go with the flow as much as you can and let the changes just come in on their own, in their own way, without trying to predict the exact way in which things will happen. Just let it flow, let it come in. We don't know how things are going to happen, you just know that they are going to happen, but we don't know in what way they're going to happen. And then moving on to September the 17th. September the 17th through to October the 9th, we've got Mercury retrograde. And Mercury retrograde is in Libra, so that's in my sign. So Mercury retrograde is the planet that rules communications, travel, short journeys, messages, communication, emails, phone calls, computers, and in any general retrograde period we can always expect delays on all of these matters, and travel or road related hiccups as well. If there is any time of year that you are going to experience any of these delays, it's going to be during the Mercury retrograde. So back up all your technology, back up your disks on your computer, double and triple check travel arrangements, and hand deliver any important documents. Don't let them get lost in the post. Pay extra attention to all that sort of thing. Because this one is happening in Libra, expect messages involving partnerships to have special importance to you. And if you've been waiting for a lover, a past love to come back to you, again, Mercury retrograde, because it's in Libra, which is the zodiac sign of partnerships and balance, it's the time of year when this is most likely to happen, so watch out for that. Now, September the 27th, we've got a full lunar eclipse in Aries, and this supermoon poses a lot of good things. With a full moon in Aries, all the Aries traits are going to come out, so passion, drive, leadership, confidence, and instincts are all going to be highlighted for all of the sun signs to make use of. And we know that with the eclipse moons, when they've got that energy, it's about 10 times more potent than a regular normal full moon is. And so with you've got the Aries energy in there, it's really going to burn fires, and it's going to do that for all the signs in the zodiac. So if you've got any burning drive, any burning desires in your life right now, follow every single instinct, opportunity that comes your way, and if you can do that, you will certainly see some really magical results. And things to avoid during this period that are bad tempers. Walk away from any arguments that come your way during this period, and certainly keep your temper at bay when it comes around, because there'll be a few frayed nerves at this time as well, and a good chance you might want to argue with somebody. So keep that at bay, be careful of that, and just watch out for that. So we've got a lot of interesting things happening this month. Obviously there's a lot of other astrological things as well, but I don't know an awful lot about those, but there's plenty of other readers on there that you can go through and find out every single date of what's going on. I just wanted to highlight the ones that I know of that interest me, and are most prevalent to the energies that I feel and when I do the cards and everything. So there we go. So have a brilliant September. There's going to be an awful lot of things going on, good and bad, for all of us. I say the bad things may be karmic, we might not be able to do much about them, just go with the flow, ride through them, and make sure the good things are the things that we want, that we really want. Make September special, Okay, so on with your stars. Namaste, blessings and light. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, your Google Pluses, everything. And if you'd like a private reading from me, just click up in the corner, get yourself booked in for a reading. I'd love to do one for you. And have a great one. Okay, bye. Hi Scorpio, welcome to your September 2015 reading. Right, let's jump straight in here. I'm just going to move this card for you so you can see the first one, because we start off with your card. We're starting off with the moon in your present position. So the moon is mysterious, dark, shadowy. You're going to have a lot of intuition at the beginning of the month, a lot of inner wisdom. Don't allow yourself to be deceived by any apparent security, as things may not be all as they seem. Things may be hidden. The moon is asking you to learn to be more independent and to trust your inner voice. Build up your own security and don't lean on anybody else. You have to rely on yourself at the beginning. There is a lot of emotional behaviour at the beginning for you. Which is slightly giving you an inability to be able to see certain goals and aspirations that you want to go for. Your concentration is not that good at the moment, but you've got a lot of creativity, and you're very psychic at the moment. Very psychic at the moment. There is an awakening going on when the moon card comes up for you. So in reality you can't really see the clearness and the clarity of what's going on, but your listen to your intuition, listen to your inner voice. You're going through personal changes, you're going through inner changes at the moment. You need to take a more balanced approach to things as well. Some of you are not quite balanced. You're going to have to face up to some situation or something that's going on around you, and you're going to have to accept it for what it is in order to make any changes to it. So it's going to be a hard reality that you don't want to look at. You want it to be hidden, and there's more of a wanting for you to go inside at this time. But if you can see it, then look at it, because this is something that you sort of need to see, and you need to be able to trust yourself and be true to yourself and be able to do this, because you can do it. You definitely can do it. And you need to let others know how you feel, and you need to let others know where you stand as well. If you've got any worries about anybody else, stand up for yourself and be true and be strong. And definitely write down your dreams at the moment, because the answers are inside you. All the answers you've got, so all the answers you're looking for are inside you. So if you're getting messages, write them down. If you're having dreams, if you're having prophetic dreams, write them down as well. It's a very spiritual card, and it's crossed with the Hierophant as well, which is also a very spiritual card. It could be, I feel like for some, let me put that card back, sorry. It says faith on there in this particular deck, but it's the Hierophant in others. Somebody might come in who's older than you to give you advice in some way which is going to help you to see more clearly. And your challenge is to accept this help when it arrives, and let them speak to you, let them give you the advice that is going to help you. It's going to help you to make a choice about which path you're going to go down, because some of you are not quite sure of which path you're going to go down. Now you have to be self-sufficient, you have to rely on yourself, but you can take on board somebody coming into your life and giving you helpful advice at this time. A few of you are going to go into teaching jobs, or you're going to be a teacher as well to somebody else. Yeah, I don't feel you're in a position to sort of have anybody come to you at the moment. It's in an emotional way. I feel like somebody's not coping that. Maybe somebody's a teacher or something that's not coping that well. But you're teaching others as well, so you need to be balanced yourself. You need to whatever this situation is, you need to sort it out. At work, you're really well liked. Everybody loves you. You're a really nice person to be around. You're a really generous person to be around. And a few of you are questioning your career options and what you really want to do for a living, and whether you should move jobs, whether you set up your own business, do something else. You're thinking about career and the way to go forward and what would best suit you with the way that you're feeling at the moment. And again, there's a deep spiritual thing going on with you. Again, there's going to be messages coming through, intuition, and you're going to want to soak this up like a sponge as well. You're going to want to learn this. You're going to want to accept this and go through. You're trying to find the truth in things, so you're looking into spiritual things more to get the truth. You're looking into studying more, trying to make sense of the changes that are going on in your life at this time. So you should be really inspired by that to get a greater spiritual understanding. Clear your mind of any thoughts of the past. Forget about the past. Stay in the moment while you're going through this. Now, sort of slightly in the past, we've got the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is about new ideas, new things, enthusiasm, personal growth. So I feel something's happened to you quite recently which has sort of not put the kibosh on it, but has stopped you in your tracks, because there was something there that was coming up for you. There was qualities becoming available to you, and you were asked to take advantage of them, and maybe you didn't take advantage of them. Maybe you didn't sort of grasp the bull by the horns and go forward for some reason. Something's happening around you that's preventing you from doing that at the moment. You have to keep an open mind. Try and keep an open mind in everything. Everything will become clear and will become better for you. And you've had a lot of thoughts on your mind, an awful lot of thoughts. I'll get to that in a minute. Immediately in the future, we've got the Page of Cups. So you've got news, you've got messages coming through to you, which are usually of an emotional nature, a loving nature. It could be that you're discovering hidden talents that you didn't know that you had. Maybe you didn't know that you were that strong inside. Maybe you didn't know how brilliant you are, and you're beginning to discover things like that. And there is a focus on news and business, and news coming into you about some business. Some of you are getting a marriage proposal, actually. Somebody's going to get a marriage proposal, and it's going to come from somebody who is really gentle and artistic, but they really stand in your corner when you need them. They're really there for you. They're very, very strong when they need to be. Even though they're gentle, they've got a really strong side if they need to defend you in some way. And I feel for some of you, somebody like that is coming into your life in the near future, and I feel that you already know this person. whatever it is presented to you or offered to you, assess what your heart really, really desires. Think about what you really, really want, and decide whether you are ready to go through with these changes that you can see that are coming around with you. There's going to be other opportunities in the future as well. So if you feel that now is not the right time for you, let the opportunity pass on by, and you will get another opportunity in the future. If you are needing more time to think about things for what's coming in, there is other opportunities, so you don't have to take this one, but just think about it. Just go with what your heart desires. This is not, it's not a time for what your head desires. Now, I mentioned some of you are getting a marriage proposal. Others of you, it could be a birth or news of a pregnancy around you, which would be very emotional news if it came through to you. So you don't have to take this opportunity when it comes up. For some of you, there will be other opportunities, but if you do, it's going to bring about new ideas and concepts, messages about new businesses, expansion, starting your own business, all sorts of things, something new coming in. And it could be a new relationship, or it could be renewed positive emotions within an existing relationship. If you're in a long-term relationship with somebody, it could be the emotions getting deeper, or an offer of these emotions getting deeper. But again, go with your heart, think things through properly first before you say yes. But for a lot of you, there's a new phase in your relationship, and whatever obstacles you're going through at the moment, whatever hardships you're going through, that's going to be removed. They're just going to be done with. They're going to be got rid of. And at that point, you'll be able to gain a different perspective on things, and think clearer and think better. You are so generous and so honest. You are, you know, you've got the King of Wands in your conscious side at the moment. So you've got all of this about you. You've got positive understanding and passionate and everything else. And I hate it when Scorpios are worrying. I really do. This could be either yourself, or it could be maybe this person, this Page of Cups that's coming in to help, this person that's entering in your life. They're going to have for this person that's coming into your life, if it's relating to the Seven of Wands, then they're going to have such a big influence. And they're very enthusiastic. But again, go with your heart, have a think about things before you maybe say yes to this. I think this is relationship wise, and you have been, I think it is somebody you know, because you have been thinking about them. Yeah, take your time and consider any contracts, anything that comes through, any offers that come through to you. There is definitely some offer that you need to think about. And as I say, you don't have to take it at this time. There will be another chance to take it if you need more time. You've got so many strengths and abilities, and some of you are not feeling like that at the beginning of the month. You feel depleted. You almost feel depleted. There's a lot of adjustments for you to make, a lot of changes that you're going through, a lot of internal changes. And you have to, in your subconscious, you've got the Six of Swords, so you know that you've got to adapt. There is an adaptability, a bendability that you need to have to adapt to these circumstances. But you've got the ability to drive through them. You've got the ability to get through whatever these difficulties are. There is a real focus that will come in for you on overcoming these obstacles, especially when this help comes in for you, which you are, although you've got to rely on yourself, you can accept this advice and think about the offer that's coming in. Once you've got over this, you're going to move towards harmony. Some of you are actually moving house. Some of you are moving away from an unpleasant place, environment or surroundings that you're in that you don't want to be in at the moment, but you're going to move forward from that. You're physically moving. You will get balance and you will move forward. Just know that, and you will find the strength within yourself to move forward as well. If any of you, some of you are thinking of taking trips or business trips, either holidays, vacations, something to do with business maybe. I still see a few of you moving to new homes, change of residence, and for some of you it could be a change of job position as well. But these messages, this message that is coming to you will tell you what that is. You will know what that is when it comes in. Now, during the second half of the month, we've got the contemplation card, because you've got the Four of Cups there. But starting off with the Nine of Wands. I'm going to show you this card because it's really cool. If I can get it there. So you've got, can you see that? You've got a boldness to you. There is going to be some unexpected gains coming to you. It's a really strong card, even though it's not a major arcana card. There's going to be beneficial gains brought about by things that you've done in the past. It's your rewards coming through. The struggles in the past have built up a resilience in you. They've built up character in you. They have taught you lessons. They have made you the person that you are. And in the second half of that month, that strength is going to come out of you. You're going to see things clearly. You're going to know in which way you're going to move forward. You will have made a decision on the offer that's coming into you, and depending on whatever that decision was, whether it was yes or no or whatever, you are going to move forward. You've got to hold on to that belief set of yours, and that, because you are now being acknowledged for what a wonderful person you are, and it's going to get more balanced for you, and you're going to have a better approach to dealing with problems and situations or challenges that may arise up for you. There's a completion. There's also, to a certain extent, a completion of the first half of the month. So there is now this focus on strength going through. Definitely. You're going to it's almost like you're going to start to recover, to move forward. There's going to be a feeling of getting better for you. Now we've got the Four of Cups, so you've got that thing of looking back on the past. Don't do that. Stay in the moment and work forward. Better is coming to you now. You're going to have to put some work in. You're going to have to do work, be self-reliant, but it's going to be well worth your while to put that work into it, because that's all coming to fruition and you've got it coming. You can't sit back on your laurels. You're getting rewarded for stuff that you've done in the past. you're getting rewarded for being such a wonderful person, and for some of the things that you've done in the past. That's coming back as rewards for you and coming to fruition. But that doesn't mean that you can't stop working. You still have to sort of tread on with it and go on, but you'll do that. Don't be tempted to give in to worry, anxieties, and anything like that at all. You need to trust the future is going to hold everything that you want, all your successes, and stay strong and resilient, because this is what the Nine of Wands is saying, that you have become strong and resilient in going forward. Do not slip back with the Four of Cups and have a wobble. That's a wobble there as far as I can see. Don't have a wobble in the second half. Stay focused, keep going forward. There's many kinds of successes coming through, as long as you stay strong and resilient and patient. There's another offer coming through for some of you here, so for those of you who turn this offer down, don't worry, because there's another offer as well later in the month. If you turn that particular offer down that comes through to you at the beginning, around the end of the first week, the next offer that comes through, listen to your inner guidance with that and choose accordingly. There's really positive results if you're willing to put the required effort in and go for the second opportunity that's coming through as well. They're both good opportunities. Whichever one you go for is the right one, but as I say, you need to choose that with your heart. And don't feel lonely and don't feel alone at all. And that's specifically for a few of you, definitely not for all of you, or the majority of you. That is definitely for a few of you specifically. Stop feeling alone and lonely, because you're not. A lot of Scorpios feel that they're not understood, that they're very misunderstood. But sometimes, sometimes unfortunately with Scorpios, it can be very hard to understand a Scorpio sometimes, because of the way you act or the way you think around others. So it can make it very hard for others to understand you sometimes. But you've got a lot of people around you who are very loving and are only too happy to help. So don't feel alone, don't feel lonely at all. I say that is for a specific few of you. Now, moving on to better things, we've got the World. So again, more stuff coming in, more success, things getting better, definitely from the second half. Once you've had a think about whatever that Page of Cups is, whatever thing that offer that is that's coming through to you, there's a new phase of life, there's a new cycle starting with the World card. It's successful completion of what you've been through. I think it was a test. You've come through with flying colours, and you're now going to enter the new phase of life, and you're going to be feeling really contented with this, and you're going to have a much deeper spiritual sense of self-awareness and understanding. You're going to understand yourself on a deeper level, even better. There's some really good vibes going on for you, and you're making the changes that you need to make within home, within work. All of this is good stuff. You're now in a position to accept new responsibilities, and whatever you undertake is good for you. There's a lot of movement around you. Some of you are making journeys. As I say, I've already indicated some of you are actually moving residence. Some of you are going on a break and just having a trip and having a break, but there's movement going on around you. things are so much clearer, things are moving forward, things are more contented, things are more balanced, things are good. Whatever the challenges are this month, you've faced them, you've won them, you've come through them, and you've come out on the other side of them, and then this new cycle is going to start for you. And it's honest achievement, really honest achievement, and you are you're to be commended, Scorpio, this month, for when you get through this stuff that you're going through. You're to be commended, really, and the universe will do. The universe will commend you. The universe is coming in with rewards, with opportunities, with solutions to what's going on. Everything that you undertake towards the end of the month is going to come out good for you and moving forward. And the last card is the Nine of Cups, which again is a really, really happy, nice card. You can see her there. She's got a little bird on her hand. She also relates to you. She is a Scorpio card. So it's completion of events, and it's harmony, and it's balance, and things have been sorted out. More money coming in for you, or the scope for more money to come in for you. And the emotional joy and happiness coming in for you. It's basically, I mean, it's the wish card. It's a bit like the star card. And it's your wishes coming true, and something that you've worked really hard towards is there. It's finally realised, and your goals are being attained, and your worries and cares, whatever it was, are all behind you at this time, as new plans are materialising and coming forward. So of course we always have work to do. There's still work to do, but now you're looking at new achievements and new goals, because you've got through the problems, especially the first half of the month. You've got through all that, you've moved it, and it's a really positive card to finish off with, because you've just got happiness on all levels. Everything is calm, everything is good, and you've moved through things, and it's come to a successful conclusion. So again, it's reaping of rewards for hard work well done in the past, and a real satisfaction where you can just pat yourself on the back and have everybody else pat you on the back as well. And that, because that's, I mean, September's an important month for all of us, and we're all going through so many changes. You seem to sometimes have more to work through than others as a sign, as a Scorpio. And you're like weebles. Do you remember weebles? Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. So, and you don't, you look like you're going to. Sometimes you think you're going to, but you do get up again, and you do move forward. And then by the end of this month is fantastic. I'd say from the second half of the month. I don't know where, I can't remember what I said. Did I say in my video at the beginning about the moon phases? Is it the 16th of September or something, or the 13th of September? Around that date and forwards is good. That's when it's all coming in, and you can see it. So, wow. Okay then, that's a really long reading for you, Scorpio, but you're doing really well, and you're going to be fine, absolutely fine. I love you all loads. Okay, if you'd like a private reading, if you want to get some clarity or some specific answers to what's going on in your life at the moment, just click up on the link in the corner. I'd love to do a reading for you, and I'll get you booked in. Okay then, namaste, blessings and light. Let me know how it's going. How's your month going? Alright, bye.